You're about to watch a Trains Newswire video. If you enjoy what you see, consider watching some of our other full-length videos. Hotspots, Horseshoe Curve, Tehachapi, Chicago Racetrack, and more. Locomotive, the video companion to our best-selling special issue. And a special collection from documentary producer Rich Luckin. All these and more are available from our website, kalmbachhobbystore.com.
Good morning, Trains readers. I'm Brian Schmidt.
Hey, I'm Jim Wrinn.
That's right.
Yeah.
A little slow, but he is still Jim Wrinn.
It is
Friday the 14th.
Friday the 14th
Yeah.
until midnight, we
Yeah.
think. But anyway, we're a little punchy out here today because Brian and I are filling in for the slumming Steve Sweeney in, last time I checked, at Furka Pass in Switzerland, and with our tour group, by the way. So we hope they're having a good time.
You too can hang out with Steve Sweeney on a future trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
But probably not Switzerland.
Not
We won't let him go again. Not after this. So we got Newswire Roundup for you this week. Lots going on. Finally, in September, it kind of started off slow, but now it's really cranking along.
Yeah.
And you and I were both chatting before the show here. This was the 10th anniversary of the horrific crash at Chatsworth, California, between a UP train and a Metrolink train.
Yeah, Wednesday was the anniversary, 12th.
Yep, which resulted in a lot of loss of life and triggered the implementation, the drive now toward the completion of positive train control.
Which we're towards the end of this year now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there was a memorial service in Los Angeles this week, or was it in Chatsworth? I didn't check.
I don't know.
I didn't check
either.
look
either.
But anyway,
it's on Trains Newswire.
It was a memorial service there in California. Be sure and check out that. And we also had a really good report from Justin Friends this week, just about the implications of that derailment.
That's right. What else do you have?
Well, it's a good week if you're into steam locomotives. 765 is running this week in Chicago. This weekend in Chicago, also in Cleveland. The following 2 weekends. 261 had a trip last weekend. We've got a couple of reports about that, and they're also offering tickets for a special train on September 22nd that's hooked onto the APRICO. That's the private car owners group. Their train. So there's 3 coaches on there that you can board. And our own photo tour with the steam locomotive Skookum out in Oregon, that's for next March, has sold out, and we've got a waiting list for a second section now.
And if readers want to read more about Skookum, where can they do that?
October issue of Trains, there's a really cool 8-page report by Martin Hansen all about that locomotive. So, what else is on your list?
Well, we got Chatsworth. Let's talk about Metra. Metra has promised no fare increases for next year, but cannot rule out significant financial problems in the following years, including possible service cuts or entire lines being cut. And you can get the details on that, of course, on Newswire.
Wow.
So, changes possibly coming to Chicago. Write them while you can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Northeast Corridor news, the first power set, the car body has been made for the replacement for the Acela. And so that's coming out. There's a good report on Newswire about that as well.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about safety real quick. The Transportation Safety Board of Canada had an incident report this week about a runaway train on the Quebec North Shore in Labrador in 2017 and how bottling the air, and you can learn about that on Newswire, led to this incident. Thankfully, there were no injuries or deaths, but you can find out what the crew did and how that led to the incident according to the Transportation Safety Board.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. What else you got, Brian?
Last thing I have is just a follow-up on the Railway Supply Institute. We were there Sunday through Tuesday this past week in Nashville, the second of 3 trade shows in Nashville this year, railroad trade shows in Nashville this year. I got to see some of our fine advertisers, see some new technology. You'll see some of that coming out. There'll be a video on Newswire today with that. And while I was down there, I went to see the the Tennessee Valley. There we go. It's
the guys on the other side of the Appalachians.
Yeah, the other side of the hill. That's right. Yeah. The Tennessee Valley Railway Museum at Chattanooga. I got to go to their Rail Fest on Saturday and had a good time watching 4501 and 630 alternate on their excursions. They did long shop tours. It was a really good time. You can see on the end of this video, you can see a double head with 630 and 4501 deadheading back to the shop after Saturday's trips. So yeah, look for that.
Very cool, very cool. One last note about our own family here at Trains and Kalmbach Media. J. David Ingalls, longtime managing editor of Trains, then editor over at Classic Trains, is retiring. Today is his last day, and we wish, from all of us at the staff, and of course all the readers, we wish Dave a great retirement, and thank you so much for all the great stories, photos, and good memories.
He will still be contributing to Classic Trains. He just won't be in the building anymore. Yeah.
So JDI has left the building.
Yes. Is there anything else?
Nope, we'll just wish you guys a great weekend, and if you're out watching 765 this weekend, please be safe and keep a good distance from the tracks, but enjoy that beautiful steam locomotive.